The chimp family are getting washed up ready for school. Baby can think of better places than the tub, but Mrs. Chimp believes in a clean start to the day and no nonsense about it. Charlie's the eldest. He thinks he's pretty good. Bit of a show-off, Charlie, but he'll learn. Then there's Chloe, the family beauty. And Chester Chimp. Chester can't understand why he has to wash behind his ears every morning. That's enough to make a fella fed up. Baby knows she hasn't got a chance of dodging the tub, so she decides to be good. And now to breakfast. Charlie is a very dainty eater. Chloe's really going to town, but Chester's manners aren't all they might be. Just as well Mom's not looking. Now for Baby's bottle. Mom shed it to her. Baby's being a bit diff morning. I'm afraid Mom will have to take a firmer hand with her. Hey, Mom! She's going to drink her milk and like it. That's a good girl now. Well, children, time for school. Chester and Chloe believe in an early start, and Mom and the baby go to see them off. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye. Now I'd better get at those dishes. And here's that smart Alec Charlie. He rides down the garden walk. He's asking for trouble. And he gets it. Boy, what a telling off he's getting. After that, you'd think Charlie'd have more sense. But no, he rides over the sidewalk and across the road. If that young monkey gets to school in one piece, he'll be lucky. Charlie's coming to a pedestrian crossing. He should give the signal and stop for the people, but he doesn't. And poor Mr. Birdwhistle is frightened out of his wits. Look at him going round that corner without any signal. Too bad if there was a car behind him. No signal again when he crosses over to the school. He'll get killed as sure as eggs. Now he's riding across the sidewalk. What next? The only thing Charlie ever shines at is writing. And is he enthusiastic about it? Lessons over for the day. School comes out and Charlie and Chloe start off for home. But Charlie still doesn't seem to have learned any sense. Look at what he's doing, riding double with Chloe on his bike. That's stupid, it's just inviting trouble. And when a car backs out of the garage, he hasn't time to pull up. And crash! They take a nasty tumble. Anyone would think it wasn't Charlie's fault the way he's going on. And the driver says he'll report him to the police. Serves him right. That tumble really hurt Charlie, and poor Chloe got a nasty bump on her head. You big ape. So it's a sorry pair that limp home bruised all over. But at last, Charlie has learned from painful experience that it just doesn't pay to get up to monkey tricks on your bicycle. But Charlie's behavior has landed him well and truly in trouble. The people in the town are fed up with Charlie and his dangerous cycling and arrive at the chimp home to tell Charlie where he gets off. Charlie hears the fuss and gets an awful fright and runs away and hides. The traffic officer promises to deal with Charlie and see he doesn't misbehave in future. So the people leave and he goes inside to straighten things out. Poor Mrs. Chimp is upset about it all. And the traffic officer tells her not to worry, that he'll have a serious talk with Charlie. He hauls Charlie out and tells him that he's got to stop this dangerous riding and that he must look after his bicycle and himself on the road. He gives him a little book, Safety with Cycles, and tells him to carry out the rules in the book and he won't get into any more hot water. So Charlie studies Safety with Cycles and makes up his mind that in the future he'll carry out all the instructions in the little book. And the next morning, the first thing Charlie does is inspect his bike. Let's see if the tires are all right. They're a bit soft. They could do with a pump. Now they're all right. Now to test those brakes. They seem to be working all right, but he must see if they take hold when he moves the bike. Yes, they're okay. Today, he doesn't ride down the garden walk. He wheels his bike right to the edge of the sidewalk and stops, and before he mounts, he looks both ways. The road's clear, so he keeps well to the right and rides at a steady pace. Still riding well to the right, Charlie is now coming to some people at a pedestrian crossing. So he gives the stop signal well in advance and pulls up at the crossing and lets the people pass. Now the arm signal before turning the corner. He's playing safe today. He's getting near the school and he wants to cross the road. He looks behind first. Nothing coming, so he gives the arm signal and crosses over the road. Today, Charlie does all the right things. He rides to the edge of the sidewalk and gets off his bike and wheels it across the sidewalk and in the gate. Charlie knows now that he can be safe on the roads if he follows the rules in the little book, Safety with Cycles. After school, there's no riding double. Charlie wheels his bike along the sidewalk and Chloe walks alongside, and they arrive home safely without any bumps or bruises. And that night, Charlie sleeps peacefully because he knows he's been well behaved on the roads, when all of a sudden, a beautiful fairy appears. She tells Charlie she has brought him his reward, and Charlie wonders what it is. Diploma, good cycling for Charlie Chimp. Whoopee!